Imagine that every breakfast you eat, even one proudly labeled heart healthy, could be subtly undermining your well-being. Sounds implausible, doesn't it? We're accustomed to trusting labels and conventional wisdom about healthy food. Yet the truth often proves far more complex, especially concerning the long-term impact of our dietary habits. A striking example is the story of a man who believed he was making the right choices, selecting foods considered the pinnacle of healthy living. Every morning, he started with healthy cereals, whole-grain toast, and fat-free yogurt. It seemed like an ideal breakfast for someone dedicated to their health and striving to keep their heart in excellent shape. However, by age 70, his body began to falter. He was plagued by constant pain, his memory deteriorated, and his vitality significantly decreased. This wasn't merely inevitable aging, but rather the result of years of consuming what he ate daily. In just 1 quarter, after making significant adjustments to his morning diet, this individual experienced a series of impressive transformations. His agonizing discomfort subsided, his cognitive functions recovered, and he declared with genuine enthusiasm, "I feel a decade younger." This was not a fleeting improvement, but a fundamental and stable enhancement of his well-being, serving as compelling proof that dietary changes can work wonders even in advanced age. It's no coincidence that this information has reached you. Perhaps it's not simply a random occurrence, but an indication that your body still possesses significant potential and inexhaustible energy reserves. Your personal health story is far from over, and you have every opportunity to introduce positive changes. In this article, you will learn about 4 common breakfast foods that subtly damage the health of individuals over 60, undermining their vitality. Equally important, we will explore 4 powerful foods capable of not only restoring your energy levels and substantially reducing inflammation in the body, but also reversing some manifestations of aging, granting you a renewed quality of life and mental clarity. Allow me to unveil the first breakfast food my uncle wisely gave up, and how that decision drastically impacted his well-being. Read to the end to discover an amazing food that, with regular consumption, can grant you unprecedented strength, energy, and mental clarity in just 1 month. So, let's begin with the first food not recommended for consumption after age 60. We're talking about instant packaged oatmeal, the very kind often advertised as a heart-healthy breakfast. However, these flavored, heavily processed oat flakes are literally packed with added sugar and pre-processed grains, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar. This is precisely what the aging body struggles most to cope with. Insulin sensitivity naturally declines in older adults after age 60. A morning sugar spike not only leads to a rapid energy crash, but also triggers inflammatory processes in the body and accelerates cognitive decline. Research published in the reputable Journal of Nutrition has revealed a link between high glycemic index breakfasts and an increase in inflammatory markers, particularly interleukin-6, a compound closely associated with memory loss and accelerated cellular aging. These packets, despite their apparent simplicity and quick preparation, pose a hidden threat to metabolic health. Fat-free flavored yogurt, a product whose appeal often proves deceptive. Despite claims of health benefits, a single serving of such yogurt can contain a surprising amount of sugar, sometimes exceeding that in a chocolate bar. Furthermore, the process of removing natural fats from yogurt forces manufacturers to resort to adding artificial sweeteners, gums, and thickeners. These components not only negatively impact gut health by disrupting the balance of microflora, but also hinder the body's absorption of important vitamins like D and E. This is especially relevant with age, when the intestinal lining becomes more vulnerable, and such additives only exacerbate the situation, contributing to the development of leaky gut syndrome. The consequences can manifest as joint pain, cognitive impairment, and digestive issues, which are often mistakenly attributed to aging, while the true cause might be this seemingly harmless, healthy product. Breakfast bars, positioned as a quick and convenient solution to start the day, often conceal a range of undesirable ingredients beneath their appealing packaging. Many bars targeting older adults are laden with sugar, low-quality oils, and soy protein isolate, which, studies show, can negatively impact thyroid function in older individuals. And the so-called fruits in their composition are often nothing more than flavorings, heavily coated in sugar and devoid of any beneficial antioxidants. Instead of providing the body with energy for the day, these bars trigger inflammatory processes, leading to feelings of fatigue and a general decline in well-being. While creating the illusion of a beneficial product, they actually deprive the body of essential nutrients, making them a questionable choice for a healthy diet. The fourth item on the list of less than ideal breakfast options is whole grain toast with margarine, seemingly an epitome of healthy eating at first glance. However, analysis reveals that most whole grain breads on the market are made from refined flour with added artificial components that mimic the beneficial properties of whole grains. As for margarine, it still contains vegetable oils rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which trigger inflammatory processes in the body. Scientific studies demonstrate that an imbalance in the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, often observed in older adults, can lead to increased joint pain, impaired circulation, and elevated markers of inflammation. Thus, by starting the day with such a breakfast, one subjects their body to a powerful inflammatory assault, and then wonders about the onset of knee pain and other chronic ailments. In contrast, it's worth focusing on foods capable of providing real benefits to the body. First on the list of beneficial foods are free-range eggs. For many years, older adults were warned against consuming eggs due to their cholesterol content. Nevertheless, modern scientific data convincingly demonstrates no link between moderate egg consumption and the development of cardiovascular disease. Moreover, eggs are a complete source of protein, playing a crucial role in preventing age-related muscle loss known as sarcopenia, which often develops after age 60. They also contain choline, essential for maintaining brain health and cognitive function, and lutein, which protects eyes from age-related degenerative changes. A case in point is the story of a 78-year-old woman who, by including just 2 eggs in her daily diet, noted a significant increase in strength within weeks and was able to open jars on her own, which had previously been a significant challenge for her. We'll discuss wild blueberries, a true gift of nature, surpassing their cultivated counterparts in healing properties. This berry is a powerhouse of antioxidants with a concentration 3 times higher than in cultivated varieties. The unique compounds found in wild blueberries possess an astonishing ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, providing robust memory protection and stimulating mental clarity. Research confirms that regular consumption of wild blueberries by older adults leads to a noticeable reduction in inflammatory markers, up to 22%, and improved working memory. It's important to note that even frozen wild blueberries retain their valuable properties, remaining an accessible and effective source of potent phytonutrients. Avocado, with its creamy texture and exquisite flavor, rightfully earns its place on the list of superfoods. This fruit is rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, which support cardiovascular health, effectively reduce inflammatory processes in the body, and enhance the absorption of nutrients from other foods in your diet. Avocado is an excellent source of potassium, containing more than even bananas, which contributes to maintaining normal blood pressure, strengthening immunity, and skin regeneration. Furthermore, this valuable fruit stimulates the production of glutathione, the body's master antioxidant, whose levels naturally decline with age. Incorporating avocado into your diet is an investment in youthfulness and vitality. Kefir is not just another fermented dairy product, it's a true elixir of health. Unlike regular yogurt, kefir boasts an impressive diversity, over 30 strains of beneficial bacteria, making it a true superfood for the gut microbiome. This is particularly relevant for individuals over 60, whose gut microbiome typically loses its diversity, which can negatively impact energy levels, immunity, and even cognitive functions. Kefir also contains valuable anti-inflammatory compounds that positively influence digestion and help alleviate joint pain. Thanks to the fermentation process, kefir is often well tolerated, even by those who typically experience discomfort from dairy products. Scientific studies confirm kefir's benefits. One showed that older adults who regularly consumed this beverage saw inflammatory markers decrease by 43% in just 6 months. A vivid example of kefir's remarkable power can be found in the story of the author's father. For years, he suffered from pain and took painkillers, which negatively affected his overall well-being. However, once harmful foods were eliminated from his diet, and 4 beneficial ones, including kefir, were added, a true transformation occurred. Today, at 79, he leads an active lifestyle, takes daily walks, enjoys gardening, and feels significantly younger than his age. All of this is thanks to a simple change in his approach to breakfast. Over the next 2 weeks, consider an experiment. Replace just one unhealthy breakfast item you typically consume with a beneficial alternative. Pay close attention to changes in your overall energy levels. Note how much clearer your thinking becomes, and observe any potential reduction in aches and pains. It might seem incredible now, but such a simple daily decision can restore years of activity, strength, and mental clarity that seemed lost forever. Everyone deserves a morning that doesn't harm, but heals and energizes. It is recommended to start this experiment tomorrow.